welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Ah, man, it's 3v3, guys, and I'm trying to get ready for it, and I'm hoping that you guys are too. 3v3, I know that is not everyone's favorite game mode. It's certainly not mine. I used to like it a lot more before Galactic Legends were part of it. My alt, for instance, is great at 3v3, just fine, because there's no Galactic Legends to kind of gum up the works and complicate things, but I think this season I'll do a little better. Last time I had my worst record ever. I had an 8-4, and I hate to admit that, but if people have been paying attention, they know that anyways. So I'm not going to try to trick anyone about it. That is my worst season, but that being said, I think we've got some things going on. I'm actually, for the first time ever, I'm remodding some of my teams, trying to get ready for it. And so, anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about just kind of 3v3 prep. I'm going to give you a few teams, a few resources, and at the end, I'm going to show you guys how I'm modding a few of my characters too, which I think that'll be important for you guys. 3v3 is a different animal than 5v5. It can be really tricky, and I think I would love 3v3 if there weren't Galactic Legends. In fact, I used to love it. I used to be one of the strongest proponents of it because I love the theory crafting. I love how flexible you have to keep your roster. So anyways, let's go. I'm going to try to do this all in one shot. So if I give you some ums and ahs, then just like that, then just exit, because clearly I'm incompetent. So alright guys, first let's talk about resources and the things that are available to be able to help everyone win. I know that 3v3 is scary, or can be scary, intimidating, etc. So I want to talk about a few things that are available for you guys. The first thing being like talking to other people who are good at the game. I know that sounds maybe really obvious, but if you don't know where to talk, like if it's just your guild Discord server or something, like not gonna cut it, frankly. Not that your guild, I'm sure your guild is amazing. I'm not sure actually, but one way or another, unless you're in one of the top guilds, you probably want more advice than you're going to be getting from your guild, and you're probably going to get better advice from other places. So in the video description on this video, there are a lot of different places. There's going to be a lot of different links, and the first one I'm going to show you guys, let's see. I'm going to show you guys my Discord server. It's called the Gambit Discord server, and so the way you join it, just go to the video description. There will be a link at the bottom. Just hit the link. If you have Discord on your device, it'll go straight there. And so let's see what you want to do though, guys. So there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of channels and everything. Let me see if I can, let's see. I'm trying to make it bigger. Here we go. All right. That's smaller. Okay, so what you want to do, once you get there, you want to go to this, so you'll start in Welcome here. You want to click on the tab right below it, Information and Roles. And so this is really important. It's really easy though. So if you want to watch me play it live, or if you want to watch my buddy Solo Base 15 play live, if you want to watch a few of our other really good GAC players that play live, you can sign up for notifications. If you just want notifications about other things, all you got to do, here, let me zoom in one more time. So we have a bunch of different notifications you guys can select. So if you want to watch me play live, all you have to do is you see how it's number 7, it says Zareth Twitch live stream notifications. All you have to do is click on that number 7, and that will give you that will tag you on this server whenever I go live automatically. So if you want other updates, feel free to click on all of them or none of them, whatever. Beyond that, though, after you get there, so you can go to general discussion, Grand Arena theory, Grand Arena advice. There's a lot of different places. You can post a brag of when you made Kyber. You can post a brag of whatever else. If you have good mods, go show off your new amazing mods, or ask for advice there. So lots of different cool stuff. And it's a server devoted almost entirely to Grand Arena. So talk to like-minded people. It's a great time. We're a pretty populous server these days. We're pretty busy. It's the down season, off season right now, so it's a little slower, but it'll pick up right after Grand Arena starts, I'm sure. Feel free to ask questions or don't, as you will. So let's see. Another really important resource that I think I just can't stress this enough, guys. This is a very important one. I have a counter sheet in 3v3, or for 3v3. If you guys want to know what teams are going to counter what, I've listed every single match I've had in 3v3. And you guys can just check it out. So what you're gonna do in the video description, you can click on the counter sheet page. It's gonna take you to this page here. It's a spreadsheet, and it's not super flashy or shiny or whatever. It is very white. I wish I could make a dark mode of it. Maybe one day I'll try to do that. But for now, what we've got here, it's an alphabetical list here of the different teams that I've faced. The leader on the left here. Here, let's see if we can zoom this a little bit too. Oh, that was less than helpful. Trying to do it all in one take is hard, guys. Okay, let's zoom in one more, two more. Perfect. Okay, so what we're doing here is on the bottom you want to select 3v3. That'll be the default. I've selected that as the default currently, and so the key is it's going to list the team leader that you're facing. It's going to list the characters that are with that character in alphabetical order, and then it's going to show the team that I used to counter it, and even more important, it has a link to that fight. So let's say we want to take out General Grievous. So we don't even know. We don't know what GBA is. We don't know what GG is. We can go to the acronyms here. We can see. I probably just thought that. Oh, here we go. General Grievous is GG, and GBA is Geo Brood Alpha. So go back to 3v3 tab. Okay, we want to take out General Grievous. We don't know what to use. So let's see. I used. Last time, I think it was last season, I used Mother Talzin, Oldaka, and Spirit to take out Grievous. But don't take my word for it. You can. This is a direct link to that fight. So now we can see the ad and everything. Great. Let's upvote myself because that's how I roll. And we've got more ads. Great. So I'm going to show you guys, instead of looking at the ad, you can see we have different timestamps of when every fight started in the video description. So just click on that video description, and you can see this is one of our live streams that we did. So what I'm doing here, it just shows from the very start how I went about killing this team. So you can see an actual live representation of what you're supposed to do, instead of just looking at a team and wondering like, oh, well, that doesn't seem likely. How would I actually win that? That seems crazy. So I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing, but that's essentially it. And if you want more options, I do have some ships in here too. And if you want ships, actually, you can also look in the 5v5 tab. I need to make a ships tab. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I do have like negotiator and malevolence counters and stuff, so that is available as well. All these timestamps, just go check it out, guys. It's a pretty good resource in my opinion. If you want more options, I do have some older options here in the archive tab. They're older ones. You can see I do have listed the counter date, so that they're going to be older. Maybe they'll be less relevant because a character got a rework or an interaction changed. And I haven't really, there's not as many in the archive anyways, but that is available as well. Let's see, the final thing that I want to talk to you guys about. So let's say you guys want to research your past history, your GAC history. You can actually look at what you did in the last 3v3 or what your opponents did by typing, so let's say we want to see what my alt did. So in Google, you just search Xerath alt SWGOHGG. That'll pop up this thing. So we go to the GG page. You can hit the GAC history, and boom. Okay, so you can see this is the current 5v5, and it's kind of lame. You can't see the more than the most recent 3 weeks. But what you want to do, so there is a way, a kind of a, I don't know, hack seems a little extreme or grandiose for what I'm actually doing here. But what you do, so you're in round 1, just click on defense, and what that does up in the browser here, or in the URL, it says GAC equals 38. That means that this is week number 38 that they've recorded. They have all the way back to week number 1 that they recorded. It's still in there. So let's see, we've had 8 weeks, so I'm guessing, let's see, equals 29. Week 29 was probably our most recent 3v3 week. I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it. Yep. So you can see now what you did. It looks like I won all 3 matches, which that's my alt. That's what happens. I'm currently in the middle of an 83 win streak, so 83 straight wins. That does encompass a lot of 3v3. But you can see what you did. You can see what your opponents did, and whoever you're going to face. If you want to research them, you can look. Like, it's going to be different because their fleets are different. It's been 2 months at least since we've done this, so things have changed. But if you want to get at least a little info and just see kind of their playstyle in 3v3, or you can't remember what defenses you used to place, this is a good resource for you. So anyways, let's see, do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I already kind of touched on it. You can watch me play. I play live. And let's see if we can just let's go to Twitch. And so it's in the video description, guys. Let's see. It's in the video description, and you can just get to my channel.
Since you can't be live.
Whoa, don't want that guy's input. And all you have to do, guys, just hit the follow button. I can't follow myself, unfortunately, or I would, so I could get my numbers up. Hit the follow button, and if you don't want any notifications, you can, there's like a little bell that you can unring, but otherwise it'll just send a message whenever I am live, and it'll say like what I'm doing and stuff, because I can customize that. So watch me, watch any of the other GAC, the Gambit Alliance members that you can sign up for their notifications on the Discord. You can totally watch us live, and honestly, watching good players play is that's one of the best ways to do things. I know that I just called myself a good player. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't think I had a little bit of credibility, though. So there is that. Now, you guys are probably sick of hearing resources. The one thing that you could do right now, if you want more 3v3 info, we have a podcast that from the Discord server. All you have to do, click on the Gambit podcast here under resources. It's near the top, and we have a bonus episode we did just a couple days ago. A lot of really strong Grand Arena players. We all got together. There's 5 of us. It's a good time. We talked for like 3 hours, so it's kind of long, but I don't know. It's been very well received. I think it was really cool. So just listen to our podcast if you want ideas. I know a lot of people have actually said that they really enjoyed the podcast. So and that has all of the current information. All of these guys are from like top guilds, or were good friends with top guild members. There's a lot of really good information there, a lot of really good resources on 3v3. So beyond that, guys, let me show you guys. Let's switch to the actual game now. I promised you guys a couple basic teams, and the truth is, excuse me, I don't want to spend too much time showing you guys my old teams. I haven't developed all my new teams, and frankly, I've been facing so many people who know who I am at this point that it seems a little bit foolish for me to broadcast all the teams I have planned. You can see I have Cassian and K2SO on my favorites. Haven't decided what to do with them yet. If I want to go for Sith Eternal Emperor or something, I don't think I can get him before the end of the season, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. One way or another, K2SO and Cassian are actually great in 3v3 with Mon Mothma. If they're relic, like they can take out General Grievous and stuff. It is nuts. So let me show you guys some of the squads I used last time, some of the squads I'm thinking of. Let's see. So it says defense on here. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm just going to go over a couple teams, guys, and this is in no way, shape, or form the final version. I am going to try to release some kind of like infographic or some kind of just thing that, like on our Discord server, a thing that shows a lot of basic teams that you can use on offense, on defense, whatever. It's going to be limited, of course, because it's not going to tell you like what modding to use or whatever, but hopefully it sparks some ideas. So 3v3, I mean, obviously it's operating in trios, and I'm at 7.1 million GP, so a lot of my guys are going to be Relic, they're going to be Zeta and all this stuff. So, you know, take what you can that applies to you and leave the rest. So you guys can see I have Finn here with Finn and Poe. This team is great on defense. Like, you can counter it with Commander Luke really easily. There's not many other teams that are really easy to counter with it, though. This team is very, very strong on defense. It can do pretty good on offense as well. Finn, you don't need a Zeta, but he just boosts their offense by a huge amount, their survivability. It's a pretty good team in 3v3. If you want to use a meta team, sure, they'll be wiped out, but you know, that's one of the stalwarts on defense. You'll see this on defense a lot. These guys can also clean up. Like, if you've killed everyone but Rey, this squad can, in certain circumstances, take out a Rey. Let's see. We have Darth Revan, the full bastard version. And guys, so this is where I could be self-serving and say, guys, here's a better team, and tell you like a worse team. And gosh, so last 3v3 season and the last few, like, there's just been so many teams that some of the other content creators have put out, and they think they're being clever. And I mean, there's a certain level of cleverness to it, I suppose, but like last time, man, I just had to laugh and laugh and laugh when what people would do. They'd keep Darth Revan and they'd put Emperor Palpatine alongside Basti and Malak. And guys, that team can be tough to kill if you don't have anything good. But man, all you need to use is like Jedi Revan, your own Bastila, and like Grandmaster Yoda, and you'll just take that team out every time. And then like Darth Revan, they're like, oh, but he's so good on offense. But the truth is, he sucks on offense if you don't have the other two with him, or at least one of the other two. Like, he's not good at banners. And the teams that he does really well against, like, you can use a different team. This team is beyond Galactic Legends. This is the team that's the best on defense. Maybe like a Jedi Knight Luke team would also be pretty good on defense. But man, this team is better than General Skywalker. This team will beat General Skywalker. Well, Malak has a bug right now where he's not being used by the AI the way he should. He doesn't drain force, or whatever that's called, as much as he can. So it's going to be a slightly weaker team on defense. So if I get a barrage of people showing me how they beat General Skywalker, or they used General Skywalker to beat this team, and that I was wrong, I will probably just laugh in your face, hopefully. That seems like it would be warranted, because then you'll get used to it, and then you'll try it after they fix the bug, and then it will fail, and then I'll really laugh then, and then we won't be friends because I was so rude. Okay, so General Grievous, guys, I put this one on defense. A lot of people like to put it on offense. On the podcast, you'll hear people saying that General Grievous always gets high banners and does great on offense, and he does okay, but you have to remember, without 5 droids total with Grievous, like without his support system, he is not as potent. The truth is, on defense, he's a lot stronger because people use a good team. They still have to use a good team to take him out, but if you want to get good banners against good teams with him, you're probably going to be sad. Yeah, he can take out the garbage teams, but so can every other team. Okay, so Geos, I don't know what the best combo is for Geos. I like Brood Alpha and Spy, and then the Soldier, I usually put in Soldier because it's like tenacity down and stuff. You can put this squad on defense or offense. The thing to remember though too is this is actually a 4-man squad because there's the Brood Alpha and the Brute, and a lot of people forget that. This team is still very tough to chew through. Try this team. Try this team, guys. Try Geos. I'm sure everyone has. Okay, so this squad, this isn't a very good squad, but the fact is, Poe gives his guys potency, and potency alongside the 2 veterans, who everyone has had to gear if you have Supreme Leader Kylo and or Rey. If you have these guys relicked, and I even have mine Zeta'd, these guys have good abilities that benefit from having potency. Poe is also kind of weak. You could kind of mod him to be weaker so that if someone is dumb and kills Poe first, both of these guys take a bunch of bonus turns and just destroy you. This team steals banners pretty well. It doesn't hold that much, but like, it can be okay. I wouldn't say that I doubt I'm going to even use this team, except maybe on offense this coming season, but this was a stalwart on defense for me last time because I kind of mailed it in, like I said. 8-4, remember? So, okay, so the Padme Trio, this is a good team. I know that some people like to sub out one of these 2 for Ahsoka, and that's fine. Ahsoka's actually this team gets really strong when GK goes away and you put Ahsoka in. They're great on offense. They're kind of a liability on defense, but what can you do? 3v3 is kind of a give and take thing. Now, this is a squad that one of the versions can work against General Grievous. It's scary. It's pucker time always, but you can use this. You can take Zombie out and put Spirit in. I've seen a lot of different versions. Either way, it's scary AF, but it works consistently if you get it done right. We have Newt with the remaining droids. Pretty self-explanatory. Make Newt fast. A lot of people are going to have a Relic 6 Dooku these days because they're going for Sith Eternal Emperor. Dooku can be subbed in here. Separatists together do pretty well, especially if Dooku's pretty fast. Here's the original Jedi Training Rey trio. Works really well if you sub out R2 with 3PO if you need to for some reason, but this squad is really good. It's really fast. It's the essence of this team anyways. This team will hold or it'll do well on defense or offense for you. Shock T with the clones. This is okay. What I'm going to be doing, actually, what I'm going to be looking at anyways, is using Shock T. I got Shock T up faster, and I'm going to show you guys mods in a minute, the different mods that I'm applying and what I'm doing. But Shock T with these 2 is pretty good, and then it leaves Rex and 5s to go with General Skywalker. You can mix and match, though, like Shock T and General Skywalker with the clones are pretty good. You can also do something like Barriss with them if you want, if you have her Zeta'd. She goes really well with clones as well, like Rex Lead with clones is good. Now here's a squad that I was just messing around with the final week of Grand Arena, and this squad is actually, man, it's so good on defense because Dengar. Let me show you guys Dengar's lead. This is a hidden kind of thing. So hidden, like, people just don't know what it. They're like, really, Dengar even has a lead? And the truth is, every bounty hunter has a leadership somehow. Somehow that's thing. It's like there are all these solitary people who work without the help of anyone else, and yet they're all leaders. Like, who knew? So, open that so I could get a drink of water. Hopefully you guys were reading it, but the truth is, bounty hunter allies all have the health steal, so for all the damage they do, they're healing themselves. But in addition, their enemies have minus 50% crit damage, so you're not doing as much damage. And who cares about the contract? That won't actually apply to anyone besides himself. And the truth is, he'll probably just die in the first fight, though he might not. The fact is, he goes with Stormtrooper Han and Nest. These two, unless you have an Annihilate mechanic, or if you bring like a really strong squad, these two are going to really, really survive for a long time. Both of my guys are both Relic 7. Stormtrooper Han has his Zeta, and so does Nest, but with that reduced amount of damage, this team can be a huge, huge pain in the neck. So on defense, this is good. Nest is great on offense to get clears and everything, or to get undersized wins. One way or another, this is a good team. So another good team, Hux with First Order Stormtrooper and Red Trooper. Of course, this would mean that your Supreme Leader Kylo is without Hux, which is kind of sad. Like, Supreme Leader Kylo, if he's countering Rey, is going to really struggle without Hux, because Kylo wants to stun both of Rey's companions, and without Hux, you can't do that immediately on top of each other. So there's that. And then apparently I have Rey on here. Rey is good on offense and defense. Don't know what I'm doing with her yet, but I am going to show you guys how I'm modding her. And it's, I don't want to steal things from other people too much. I don't want to steal their thunder. So I am going to say, guys, one of my favorite guys to listen to talk about 3v3 especially is End All Be All. I'll try to remember to link in the video description. If it's not, and you guys, please remind me in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. But so he gave me this advice, and it makes so much sense, guys. It makes so much sense. So I like to run her with health, because I can just make her slow and with a ton of health, and I can just kind of make people use their Galactic Legend counter. In 5v5 that works. In 3v3, like, she can go pretty well with like Han and Chewie, but then you wreck your Commander Luke team. So what I'm doing here, gosh, this is so foreign to me. Normally I just do 6 health mods, and they're all like kind of bad health mods, so I don't have to use good mods on her, like, because she's still good regardless. But what I'm doing here, and this is Endall's recommendation, but I put offense everywhere I possibly could on her. And she's not very fast. She's 474, so she's not even 500 speed. But on offense or defense, man, if she gets her to her ultimate, like the way it works, her ultimate, she does her damage immunity, everyone knows that, and then she does her big hit. And the way it works is it spreads out a finite number of damage. It's like, okay, let's say she does 300k damage. I don't remember what she does. If I think it's just based on her damage, actually, her offense. So what it does, she's like, okay, I'm gonna do 300k damage. So there's 3 guys that I'm hitting with the AoE, with the ultimate ability. So each of them is gonna get 100,000 damage, and that's just a number pulled out of off the top of my head to make it easy. But because she does that, the more damage she does with this ultimate, she does more damage with it. So what ends up happening in 5v5, if everyone is relics, they kind of just absorb it, and it's okay. Like, you can, if you have enough relics and enough armor and all the things, then you can just eat it in 5v5. In 3v3, instead of it being dispersed to 5 different people, it's being dispersed to 3. So that it just wrecks people. So that's the idea behind her. As much health on her as I could beyond the offense. And my final offense number is 10,800 something. Endal's is higher, of course, because he's crazy. But that's what I'm doing with my Rey. Something very similar with Kylo. He hits harder on with offense set. He's not very fast. Extra health where you can, and yeah, he just like without effort has more damage apparently. But that doesn't matter anyways. It's all about the modifier anyways. And then Jedi Master Luke. Man, I'm so uncertain if I want to tell you guys about it or not. I guess I will. It's not that much of a secret. I'm going to make him fast, and I'll let you guys kind of figure it out, but here's just a glimpse of what I'm doing with him. You can see his ice cream sandwich is all the way up to 7, so that's good too. I'm not going to tell you guys if I'm taking these guys for offense or defense, but I will say it's going to be a very interesting season with 3 Galactic Legends, potentially facing guys with 4. I just don't know what's going to happen. So beyond that, let me show you guys just a couple more things. So I didn't change too many mods, and I'm not going to tell you all the mods that I changed because people are going to watch this video. They're going to be like, oh yeah, Zareth's going to do that. What an idiot. He showed everyone. And that's the life of a streamer, but I gotta have a couple secrets, right? Here's something that a good player will scout though. If your opponent has Jedi Knight Luke, you need to scout Hermit Yoda and Shaak Ti, because what's gonna happen is Jedi Knight Luke is going to have his speed at whatever. I'm not changing my speed on him for 3v3, not yet, unless there's a compelling reason, but the fact is he's not going to be fast anyways. A lot of the counters, though, for Jedi Knight Luke involve being faster and just being able to just nuke him or his team before he can go. And it gets a lot harder if you have a fast Shaak Ti, because what Shaak Ti is going to do, if she goes first, she is going to do the Jedi Knight Luke lead ability, and so that's going to give Luke an immediate extra turn, a bonus turn. He's going to gain all the turn meter, and then he is going to stun your whole team with his AoE, and then he'll just basically kill you. And I won't regret it because it's pretty cool to see him at work. Oh, look what a liar I am. I'm not even 7.1. I'm 7.06. My apologies for lying to you guys so I don't know, unrepentantly, because I'm actually not sorry. That was just a mistake. So otherwise, guys, most of the modding stays the same. I would admonish you guys, just remember, 3v3 changes interactions a lot. Like, everyone's used to having Vader at plus 40 speed or something like that. The truth is, he is going to be way slower in 3v3 because his speed is based off of the characters he's with and the characters he's against. Vader can totally still get pretty quick, but just keep in mind that he's going to be reduced speed. General Grievous is going to get less turn meter because he has less guys hitting target locked characters. BB-8, if you're used to running like 3 droids with BB-8, he's going to be slower because he has fewer droids to pull speed off of or turn meter off of. That's just how it works. Jedi Knight Revan, same thing. He's going to give his team less speed because they are it requires a certain number of Jedi on his team. It's modified by the number of Jedi. So, and I could go on and on. Keep in mind, though, the Bastila Shan lead is actually still pretty quick. She adds a lot of speed to her team. She's going to actually be pretty good in a lot of different comps. So one thing I will say is off-meta counters in 3v3 are just not as good. They're not as strong for like Galactic Legends. The question is, can we find good ways to like mirror match them or what? The thing is, I don't know a lot of these things. The off-meta counters, like there's one for Vader to take out certain Rey teams. There's a Suicide Rey counter. You can use like a General Skywalker with 5s, and Chewie cheese team, you can do that to be able to kill Supreme Leader Kylo. Like, there's all these different teams that can work, but honestly, I love them though. So watch me play. Watch my YouTube videos. If you're not watching me live, I repost my videos like a day or two later on YouTube. You can watch all of my fights and my and as much of my thought process behind them as you would like. So anyways, the one other thing, guys, so we're gonna have ships again a lot. I know that the CG post is so confusing. It says like +1 ships, or +1 ship zone. In fact, maybe I can just look and see, but it's confusing. Let's see. I'll pull up the browser for you guys real quick, as we can try to do this weird zoomed version. So I think it's in their news thing. Let's see. Is it in this one? This is just the feats. So if you guys want to see the feats and what characters you guys are gonna need, check this out. It's a good post to have available. I don't think this is it though. I think it's like the October calendar. Maybe that's what it is. Or event calendar for November. Yeah. So okay. So this is confusing, guys. It says 3v3 +1 fleet, and it's like, okay, so great. We only have one fleet, but the truth is, it's going to be, if you're in divisions 1 or 2, we're going to have 2 fleets in here. It's +1 fleet zone. It's telling us we have 1 fleet zone, so that's confusing. We will have 2 fleets though, and with that in mind, I just got my Radis up to 7 stars. I have not used it yet though, so I'm going to right now. Let's just do one really quick, just bonus fight, and maybe I'll just totally lose horribly. But maybe I won't. I'm interested to see how this goes. So let's just click someone at random here. I'm going to use the Radis. I mean, fleets are just so important, and the Radis apparently can take out Negotiator. I'm not super great with this fleet yet. Like I said, I've never really practiced with it. So let's just do this bonus, and then we get you out of here. So what I'm told is we need the 2 X-Wings, and then Rey's Falcon comes in right away as the first reinforcement. And then I think we don't want to use ships that are going to be used with other fleets. So we want that one, and then probably that's like all we're going to need or want to use. What have I done? Just clicked the wrong button on something else. Okay. Perfect. So let's get Xanadu Blood in there because he's fun with them, I guess. I don't really know. We don't want to use anything too important, so like everything else important is taken. Let's just take the other Falcon and jump in. No guarantees here, guys. I'll probably just lose, but we're gonna try it. And then I'll get you out of here. You guys can just leave if you want to. Hit that like button and then peace out. So let's see. I haven't even watched a video on this, so what I think I want to do, let's just use the big hit here on Anakin, start getting some damage on him. We can get Houndstooth to taunt, and they're going to do their AoE. That's great. So when Radis goes, now the thing is, if you have a 7-star Radis, you can do something cool. So this one, I believe, yeah, so this is going to dispel all of our debuffs, and that's only a relics, or that's only a 7-star Radis. All allies gain protection up, and they get the deflector shield thing, so we'll get rid of the daze. And now, okay, so I think this one I think dispels. Yep, so Houndstooth no longer doing its thing. So I guess we can work on Anakin. Hopefully we take him out. Oh, we got the Y-Wing in. You guys are going to laugh when I just totally lose this, and I will join you on that laugh. But let's see. So if we dispel, that's not going to... Oh yeah, so we want Rey's Falcon here is what we want. That's what I'm told. Okay, and then we probably want to spool up her thing Oh, jeez, just kill Poe like that. That wasn't cool. Damn it all. Let's see. See if we can just take out this Y-Wing here. Pretty soon they're gonna get their next buff. I have a feeling I've done something wrong here, but I don't know what. So we'll just keep trucking along. Hopefully we get the resistance. Why? Okay, maybe this just kills Anakin. There we go. Oh, that was fancy of me. Let's see. We can dispel here. Put daze on him. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Whoops. Alright, Houndstooth is just about dead. It is dead. That wasn't cool. Let's see. Ooh, we're one turn away from getting our ultimate. So, yeah, so we can do the debuff here. Or we can do the dispel. And then hopefully we can just do a bunch of damage to Ahsoka. It's not really that much. We missed. That was lame. How lame was that? Super lame. Oh, and they got their ultimate before we did. Damn it all. Falcon's gone. Ooh, it's looking grim, folks, but at least we'll get to see Negotiator die. Cool. And we got all the cool things. Let's see. We can call someone to assist. The Resistance X-Wing is honestly just so good here. Well, it's the only good one here. Oh, and he can still taunt. This is lame. All these debuffs. We can't do anything. Just have to hit their one dude who we can't kill. If we had Poe, we'd be doing a lot better. Damn it all. Just want to kill Ahsoka. That's all I wanted. So what does this do? Dispel all buffs on them. Perfect. Let's get Ahsoka out if we can. All of their buffs, or all of their debuffs are going away. Still not looking great, if I'm being honest here. I think we can call an assist here, though. It's kind of weird to play without capital ships messing with stuff. I think we lose, guys. I thought we were gonna do well. Thought we were gonna do something cool. Let's try to kill 5s at least before we die. Cool. Lame. Alright. Okay, well, you guys can tell me what I did wrong in the comments section, I'm sure. I'm sure I did something wrong. I'll be practicing this, though. You guys can see it perfected in a week, or in a few days when I start live streaming. So, anyways, guys, it's been a while. I'm going to just call it good. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm excited to play 3v3 until 3v3 starts, and then I'll be reminded of how frustrated I feel about it. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.